This right here is the Morehouse College mural. Right here, you see we have an astronaut with a Morehouse M on his chest. That represents Afrofuturism. The goal is to get a Morehouse man into space. All right? This represents your sons, nephews, cousins, whoever, who are prospective Morehouse men. This right here is Living Learning Center. I call it ladies' last choice because ain't nobody coming all the way back here to see you. That's all I'm saying. Okay? So the Living Learning Center. This houses our business majors. Business majors. This, I know I was getting cocky. I got paid for it. Okay. Are there any prospective students? My name is Stephen Goff. I am a junior communication studies major with a minor in theater performance, hailing from Los Angeles, California. Yes, my family is okay. Otherwise, we're good. We're good. I wasn't affected. Thank you. Yes, praise God. Okay. And yes, it is freezing to me right now because I've never seen weather like this in my life. They said when you come down there, you get used to it, but I've been here 2 years. I still ain't used to it yet. So that's right. Thank you.
Okay.
We can move this way though. Morehouse College was founded on Valentine's Day in 1867. Morehouse College is the #1 private black liberal arts college for black men. Okay, so we are the only school for people that look like me. The only school. Okay, so that just makes us the best, all right? Morehouse College has around 2,300 students. We have a 14-to-1 student-teacher ratio. So that means in your student class, the professor will know who they are because there's not that many students in the class. We are housed within the AUC. That's the Atlanta University Center. So that is Morehouse College, Spelman College, Clark Atlanta University, and Morris Brown College. Altogether, that makes about 8,000 black students in one sitting. All the schools are in walking distance of each other. I call Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark the Holy Trinity because we're right there next to each other. We're going on this path right here. All right? I'm going to stay on this. All right. This building right over here, we won't be going there today because I want to get y'all out of here. This is the Martin Luther King Jr. International Chapel, built in the 80s. All right? MLK Chapel is a historic landmark on Morehouse College campus, and it's the biggest chapel dedicated to Martin Luther King Jr. The chapel seats 2,501 people. But we do not know where that one seat is, but we know it's a seat for you, and you. Okay, so it's one seat for one of y'all, okay? So we got room for you because it's Morehouse. So we got room at the house for you. That was good? That was good. Okay, we can keep moving down. All right, it is a beautiful experience, so if you can join, please do. If you look in the upstairs, it's kind of hard to see, but we have the African American Hall of Fame. So anyone who is black, successful, and contributed to Morehouse College, we honor them with a hand-painted oil portrait in the Hall of Fame. We have over 2,000 hand-painted oil portraits in the African American Hall of Fame. The chapel is governed by our Dean of the chapel, Dr. Lawrence Edward Carter Sr. Dr. Carter has been on the faculty since the 80s. He's the founding dean of the chapel. So we consider him an honorary Morehouse man. He went to Yale, and that's okay. He didn't come to Morehouse, but he's been here long enough. We consider him an honorary Morehouse man because he is the founding dean, the only dean of the chapel since the 80s. So he's about 85 himself, still running the entire chapel. All right? We can keep moving down. This right here across from the chapel is the Howard Thurman obelisk. Howard Thurman is Morehouse College class of 1923, and he's the namesake of the honors program here at Morehouse College. He is Dr. King's mentor, and he also went to India and spoke with Gandhi about his non-violent peaceful protest tactics. And fun fact, unfortunately you can't see it today, there is a statue inside of the King Chapel of Gandhi and his wife. Gandhi was not the brains behind the peaceful protest tactics that he presented to the world. His wife actually gave him all that, but during that time, women were not allowed to speak out about things such as that, so he was the mouthpiece, but his wife was really the brains behind it. The history book won't tell you that, all right? Let's swap this. Okay, can anyone guess what you may be pointing to? Ebenezer, maybe. Any other guesses where King may be pointing in his back? Selma, that's good. These are all good answers. The answer is, I'll The second largest is at the King Center, actually. King is not buried in there. I hope nobody thought that. King is in D.C. He's not here. Okay. So this is the academic side of campus now. We have Wheeler Hall. Wheeler Hall is our humanities, social sciences, media, and arts. So you have your sociology department, psychology, art, history, things of that nature. Across from there, we have Brawley Hall. Brawley Hall houses our CTEM department, which is cinema, television, and emerging media studies, a program funded and founded by Spike Lee himself, class of 79, I believe. We also have your communications department, your English department, your foreign language department, all of that in Brawley Hall. So the Brawley Writing Center, which is geared towards helping students know how to write. Essential. So some professors make it so mandatory that you cannot turn in your essay unless you take it to the writing center first. And they sent me home many of them after a time from my essay. Okay? Y'all just came out of here. This is the building you were just at, the Anthony Hall. That's the building I was at the phone. Walking in here. You take all your math classes and your science classes in the Anthony Hall. But thankfully, I'm done with the requirements. I ain't going back in there. If you look on the buildings, you'll see that they have banners. These represent the 5 wells of Morehouse College. So the 5 wells are well dressed, well balanced, well spoken, well traveled. I'm seeing if y'all got it. Okay. I so did forget it. Because I so did forget it. And well read. Those are the 5 things that make up a Morehouse man. All right. This right here is Whitehall. Whitehall houses all ROTC students, which is a direct line to the Navy. And you take part in that program. You come down this way. That building over there is Benjamin Elijah Mays Hall. Mays was the 6th president of Morehouse College and the longest serving president we have had in history, serving for 27 years here on faculty. That's the upperclassmen housing. If you notice, I'm not using the word dorm. In Morehouse College, we do not have dorms. We have halls and houses. Okay? Anybody speak Spanish? What does dormir mean? Sleep. Okay, so you do not just sleep in here. You eat, you make connections, you study. All the things you would do at your house, hopefully. But you do more than just sleep. So that's why we have halls and houses without dormitories. This right here is Charles B. Hubert Hall, known as the Soul House. So at Morehouse College, we classify our freshman houses based upon their major. So the Soul House has our music majors, dance majors, theater majors, all of the arts which give soul, I guess. Okay? That's how we classify our majors here at Morehouse College through our freshman house. So this right here is called the freshman quad, where we're standing right now. Okay? This building behind me is the Frederick Douglass Academic Success Center. It serves as just that. It is your center for academic success. So in here you have all hands on deck tutoring. There's a computer lab, printing room, study rooms that you can book during midterms and finals over 24 hours throughout the week to help prep you for your studies. Okay? All right.
Are you all right? You're good.
You sure? Yes. Okay. This right here is called the yard. Okay? All I can say about this is Morehouse College offers the Divine 9 fraternities. Because we're all boys school, the sororities are over at Spelman. All I'm allowed to say is, if you're not a member, don't sit on the bench. That's all I can say. If you're not a member and you sit on the bench, the consequences are left in your favor. Not in your favor, I mean. Okay? Okay? We also have 2 music fraternities, Phi Alpha and Groove Phi Groove. So again, if you're not a member, just don't sit. That's all I can say. All right?
Because I wasn't part of the original Divine 9.
We're entering an area with 2 more of our freshman houses. This is Charles. This is Du Bois Hall. What's Du Bois Hall? WD. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Du Bois is actually the only hall not named after a president of Morehouse College. Okay, because he was that prolific, that great. This houses our international students along with your some of your humanities and social sciences. This right here is Living Learning Center. I call it ladies' last choice because ain't nobody coming all the way back here to see you. That's what I'm saying. Okay? So the Living Learning Center. This houses our business majors. Business majors. I know I was getting cocky. I got paid for it. Business majors make up 50% of Morehouse College campus. So it's the biggest major on campus, period. So 9 out of 10, most of the freshmen come in as business majors. A lot of them change, but a lot of them come in as business majors. All right, this right here is the Morehouse College mural. Right here, you see we have an astronaut with a Morehouse M on his chest. That represents Afrofuturism. The goal is to get a Morehouse man into space. All right? This represents your sons, nephews, cousins, whoever, who are prospective Morehouse men. You know this man right here?
Yeah.
Why is he significant? Why do you think we painted him on the wall?
First black president.
First black president. He's also our honorary Morehouse brother. Obama was a commencement speaker in 2014 for the college, and we gave him an honorary degree from the college. Anyone know this man here? Yes, this is Robert Smith. He came a few years ago and wiped out the entire student loan debt of that graduating class. So I hope you come back in 26 to help us. All right. Denzel. Okay, a lot of people don't get it because it's not the best picture of Denzel.
No, it's not.
I'll tell you why we have Denzel. Anyone know him? His son went to Morehouse College. Y'all didn't get to see it, but we have our football stadium over there, B.T. Harvey Stadium. At one point, the B.T. Harvey Stadium had no lights around it, okay? His son played on the team. As you can see, his son is not the brightest person on the team. He was more darker skinned brother, all right? So when Denzel would come, he couldn't see his son play. So he paid for the lights surrounding the stadium, so we call him the Denzel Lights here at Morehouse College. All right? Y'all know Samuel? Yeah. He went to Morehouse College. Now, who do y'all think that is?
Taraji.
I say Fantasia too.
Okay.
It's the group. No.
I think it's Taraji.
No, I don't think it's Taraji.
Not Taraji either.
It's the producer, director or producer.
This is Issa Rae. Okay, but funny enough, her and Taraji came a few years ago, and they when Spike Lee started his program here, the CTM's department, they taught a class for like 2 semesters or so. Both of them taught a class. So Issa Rae and Taraji P. Henson taught a class here. Right? We have Spike Lee. We know Spike Lee. Y'all know Oprah. So why do y'all think Oprah's picture is the biggest on the wall?
The biggest donor.
She gives the biggest money to the school. So those students that were sitting in front of the room y'all just came out of, the OWSP is the Oprah Winfrey Scholarship Program. It's a half-ride scholarship that has many benefits. And a group of students get to go to South Africa each year and go to her all-girls school down there free of charge, covered by Oprah Winfrey. All right, so that's why her picture is so big, because she gives big money to the school. All right, this right here is a depiction of one of Spike Lee's films. It's Doing the Right Thing. Some of it was filmed here on Morehouse College campus. These are some things that we offer. So we have a drum major, our football team. This is Otis Moss. That's not Otis Moss, I'm so sorry. That's Edwin C. Moses. Oh, God. Edwin C. Moses was a Jamaican Olympic track star, also a Morehouse man. He was a physics major, so he used his knowledge of physics to shorten the time of hurdles while running.
Yes.
So that made him an Olympic champion. So he had a 9-year, 9-month, 9-day winning streak with the Olympics. Right? That is we have a basketball team. Basketball is much better than football. Let me say that. Let me make this clear. Morehouse College has no scouts coming to look at us play. Okay? We go for the halftime show. That's why we go to the game. Right? Tennis is up here, but they actually just tore down the tennis courts. All that construction over there used to be the tennis courts. They're building a new residence hall. All right? Hopefully it's up before I leave. Let's hope. Okay? Probably off campus somewhere. It's no longer a club anymore. We have King, his father, and Ralph David Abernathy. We know why they're significant. This right here is Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, the 6th president. How long did he serve? I just told y'all. 27 years. So 1940 to 1967. Wow. All right. This right here, ignore this. We going through stuff.
Okay.
Okay. This right here represents your sons, sons, cousins, nephews, etc. coming into Morehouse in your white shirt and your black tie, and in 4 years or however long it may take you, you leave in your cap and gown. So that's the depiction of Morehouse College down through the years. This right here is Howard Thurman, the man with the obelisk that's right across from King, his mentor, and the namesake of the honors program. This right here is our wall of presidents. Okay? So, by looking at the wall, can y'all tell me who the first black president might have been of Morehouse College? The first black president.
Archer.
Who?
Archer or Mays.
Archer or Mays, okay. So the answer is John Hope. Okay, it don't look like it because it's not. But during that time, the 1% rule technically made you black. Okay? So that's why he's considered the first black president. But if you ask me, it was Samuel H. Archer. Okay? So Samuel H. Archer brought us our school colors. Who knows the school colors? Maroon and white. So if you ask me, we didn't have much color before Archer. Okay, that's Mays. We have Gloucester. Gloucester is known as the money man. He quadrupled the endowment and tripled the enrollment of the school during his term as president. All the buildings that are this color that you see are everything that he built under his reign. So he expanded the campus a majority much. Okay? We have Leroy Keith Jr., and then we have Walter E. Massey. He was the CEO of Bank of America at one point, and he brought all that money here to Morehouse College. Praise God. We have Robert Michael Franklin, John S. Wilson. He served the shortest term here of just 4 years, but he did bring us Obama because he worked at the White House or something, so he had connections like that. Then we have our current president, Dr. David A. Thomas. This will be his last year. He is retiring for health reasons. So we'll see who number 13 will be in the fall. Anyone know him? A lot of people don't know this man. George Washington Carver. I said it's so funny how what he made, everybody seems like they're allergic to it. Everybody seems like they're allergic to it. But it's all right. Okay? These right here are Union soldiers. They are also the faces of past SGA presidents. SGA is a Student Government Association. We're in our 94th administration right now. Y'all know these three at the top? Harriet, Frederick, and who? That's not the journal. That's not Madam CJ either. Who's somebody else? That's Ida B. Wells. People talk about Maya Angelou. I'm looking at Harriet. That's not who that is. Okay. So I failed to mention the current mission statement of Morehouse College is to develop men with disciplined minds who will lead lives of leadership and service. That's the current mission statement. Now, back in the day, the mission statement was to teach black folks how to read, to become preachers and teachers. So that's essentially what this is. This is our founder, William Jefferson White, in front of Springfield Baptist Church in Augusta, Georgia, because we were not founded in Atlanta. We were founded in Augusta, Georgia, in the basement of Springfield Baptist Church. So this is him teaching a slave how to read, and essentially he becomes a teacher or a preacher, because that's all they thought we could do back in the day. Yes.
I have a question.
What's up? Men of consequence. It means that whatever you do, realize that there will be a consequence for it, and like you're responsible for that, whether it be good or bad, because you should know how to do right and wrong by now. This man in the water is actually the artist of the mural. Don't ask me his name because I sure don't know it. All right, but he is choosing death over bondage. All right, and that's why you have the ship, Atlantic slave trade, all of that. This right here, what they tell me I'm supposed to say is this is the first HBCU, which is technically Timbuktu. So they say this is Mansa Musa, the richest man to ever live, with gold and all that other stuff. All right. And then we traveled through Egypt, and then essentially you look at the mural backwards, but it's human civilization through time. But you just look at it backwards, so this is the beginning of it, technically. We'll be in the sun in a minute, I'm sorry. We'll be the cab is moving every day on a certain schedule. You leaving me?
She was going to get her some fun.
All right. This is our vice president of SGA, y'all. guys doing? Welcome to Morehouse College.
Thank you.
So yes, we have Shivers Dining Hall. It has basically everything. I didn't say the food was great. I did not say that. You didn't hear me say that at all. But you won't go hungry. Let me say that. Okay, you'll have a meal. Is it mama's cooking? Probably not, but that's okay. Okay, you go eat. As a freshman, you get the unlimited meal plan. So that means you can swipe your card as much as you like. But be careful. That's how I got that freshman 15. We're working on it. We're working on it. All right. This right here is your campus center. It's another academic resource center that we have here on campus with study rooms, comfortable lounge furniture for you to sit in there and do your work. The study rooms here are also open 24 hours during finals and midterms. Upstairs in Kilgore, we have, along the study rooms, the office of the dean and the vice president of the college. Things of that nature. On the bottom floor of Kilgore, we have the pod. Well, I'm sorry, it's called Food Hive now. Okay, so it's our on-campus convenience store, so your modern day Quick Trip, 7-Eleven. So if you need aspirin, deodorant, laundry detergent, dishwashing liquid, stuff like that, you can go in there and get that snacks as well. All that good stuff. I should have made something clear. Morehouse College is a cashless campus. You cannot use cash whatsoever. So we take credit, debit, but we do not take EBT here at Morehouse College. Okay, don't bring your food stamps here. We don't want it. This right here is one of our on-campus eateries. It's called Deluxe Grill. You can get anything from a chicken tender sandwich to a catfish meal. Okay? We also have vegan options and all that good stuff. So you can use your dining dollars in here that you get with your meal plan. So freshmen get about $250 and they work as real dining dollars. So if your meal is $13.50, we take $13.50 of your DCBs. Okay? They do not roll over, so next semester you cannot reload them. So spend it wise. Mine were done by September. I learned how to budget. Okay, you got to work it out. Okay? Exactly. Okay. That right there is the Archer Hall Rec Center. In there we have a weight room, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a game room, basketball court. Yeah, that's where you have most of your physical education courses in Archer Hall. This right here is Brazil Hall. Brazil Hall was built for Morehouse, not for Morehouse, but in a way for Morehouse. When the Olympics came to Atlanta in '96, they wanted to house the Olympians here, so they built a house for them here. They stayed in those rooms and used Archer Halls as their practice area for special conditioning, warm-up, all that good stuff. Brazil has most of your STEM majors. That's also a freshman house. So most of your STEM majors will be there. We'll talk about this hall in a second because it is the best hall on campus. It's my freshman house, so we'll talk about it very soon. Across the street here, we have Wiley A. Purdue Hall. This is our upperclassmen houses. All right. One of the biggest ones that is about a block down behind Purdue. You can see we have the only small suite. Now, with the suites, it is a GPA requirement, okay, of 3.0. So, I mean, that's, you can get that. But if you don't get 3.0, we're not going to be putting the suites. Because we're not going to put you outside the gate if you can't do your work inside the gate, okay? So they showed it and not put me in there by software. I made it up. Those are upperclassmen housing options. Right here is San Lucie Graves Hall. Graves Hall is the oldest building on campus. It is also the original Morehouse College. Wow. 1885, this building was built and it operated as Morehouse College. So, fun fact about Graves Hall is that no room in this building is the same size as another because they all had different reasons as to why they were occupied. So, the classrooms, offices,
Needed that bench back there. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I see you at
Just so nobody's alarmed, this is the actual Zoom. Okay, President Elijah Mays and his wife are resting here on the campus. Okay, y'all can feel all the way in and y'all can. Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays, the sixth president of the college, him and his wife. Okay. All right. Just some things around here real quick. This right here is our biology building. There's a chapel down there at the end called Danforth Chapel. If you find a lovely Spelmanite who you would like to marry, that's not your Spelman sister. Your Spelman sister, if I'm coming to Morehouse College, that's how we bridge the gap of being a two co-ed institution, even though we just have one gender here at the school. So we get a Spelman sister. She's supposed to serve as your sister. So I had the students tweet up at me and say, I will not date my Spelman sister because you date your real sister. I mean, if you do, that's your business. I'm not dating my sister. But if you kind of love this film now, y'all can get married in that little chapel down there. You can only fit about 4 people in there. Okay? But that shows that still house community that we look for in the HBCU. Right there across from us, that right there is literally Clark Atlanta University. That's how close it is. That building used to belong to Morehouse College. Morehouse College had too many buildings, not enough teachers. Clark Atlanta had too many teachers, not enough buildings. Morehouse College sold Clark Atlanta that building for $1 back in the day. We also shared a president at that time. John Hope was the black president. He was president of Morehouse and Clark at the same time. So every year during homecoming, he was president of the State of I got that letter 2 days ago. Down those three buildings on the right-hand side, those are your chemistry, computer science, and your environmental science buildings. This building right here is Sale Hall. Sale Hall houses your religion and your philosophy majors. The second floor of Sale Hall is the Sale Hall Chapel. That's technically the oldest chapel on the campus. It's not King Chapel. It's King right before King Chapel. And they had a funeral service for King in that chapel. He preached a few sermons in that chapel. Next to Sale Hall is the Sale Hall Annex. That houses our SGA and our CASA students. CASA is essentially the event planners for the campus. So all the homecoming festivities, Wednesday, stuff like that. That's all planned by CASA. This right here is Robert Hall. Robert Hall is an extension of Grace Hall. It's also a GPA lottery. These are the only houses inside campus that are single occupants. But it's also a three-quarter requirement with communal bathrooms. All the residential houses have communal bathrooms. So I'm telling you things. Shower shoes, shower shoes, shower shoes. Put your foot on that floor. That's all you can say. Okay? Okay. Let's look right here. We have Dr. Benjamin Elijah Mays. Can you look in his head region and tell me what may be off about it? His head region, what may be off about it? Look more at his cabinet. What's off of it? What side is it supposed to be on?
Right.
Okay, so at Morehouse College, you take it from left to right and put it back to left to signify that you are never done learning just because you graduated.
No, wow.
Send your kids here. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. Okay. So yeah, that's what we do here at Morehouse College. If you look right here, it says "Et facta et salux." That is our school motto. It means "and there was light." Because at Morehouse College, we believe that we are the candles within the dark. Over here, these little round things are clouds. These clouds represent all the isms in the world: racism, sexism, all the bad isms. Okay? So lines shooting out of it are the rays of light, and that represents us here at Morehouse College. Because again, we are the candles in the dark. All right? And that's essentially all Morehouse College is to be today. Thank you so much.